Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. In this series on Karaniya Metta Sutta, we have been analyzing Metta as a way of life. The Karaniya Metta Sutta is a Paritana Sutta. Parita Sutta meaning something that protects life here and now and makes spiritual life easy in that way. By providing protection of all kinds, it makes spiritual life easy. So it is essential that we understand the philosophy and practice of the Metta Sutta, Metta. Now Metta, like any other sutta, reflects the Noble Eightfold Path, the middle path approach of the Buddha. So here we have Metta Sila, consisting of certain virtuous qualities, then Metta Samadhi, the way of the meditative practice of Metta, and Metta Panya, the Vipassana practice of Metta. So we are now in the Metta Sila portion of the sutta. So here the Buddha starts the sutta by saying, he who seeks his true well-being and to promote his true welfare, having glimpsed the state of perfect peace, Nibbana, should be able, honest and upright, gentle in speech, meek and not proud. We'll leave it at this. We'll analyze what exactly is meant by this. Now, Metta as a way of life requires a fresh look into our own approach to life, into our own thinking, and the way we act, the way we speak, the way we conduct ourselves. So it's a fresh look, a new look at life, which normally is self-centered. Life as it is in the world is basically self-centered, swartha. Now, by taking metta as a way of life, this course will have to be reversed and it will have to become parartha. Not only do we promote our own self-interest all the time, but we also promote others' interests. Now this very wholesome approach to life has to be such that in metta reflects everywhere. Now for instance, if we change our stand from the selfish interest to the interest of all, then it is natural that we have a service-minded approach to life. We like to be helpful, we like to be useful and serve the interest of everybody. Now this can be done by everyone in all circumstances of life, wherever a person is placed, in whatever condition. Now, to be of help and use to somebody, to be service-minded, it is absolutely essential that we should be energetic and we should pursue our way of living, metta way of living, by serving others and serving ourselves and serving the world. That means we have to be very, very energetic and pursue things energetically. And we too also have to become very honest and upright in our way of living. To be able to serve others is not so easy. Social work is one thing to get, to become a politician or an MP or an MLA eventually is one thing. And working for the good of others in a very sincere and honest way is quite different. These are two different approaches altogether. Whereas human beings seek their well-being all the time, their interest all the time. Now you are reversing it. You are looking at the world in a very different perspective. You want to promote a way of living by which not only your interest is served, but the interest of everybody is served. So, energetically you pursue, you take up a life of service, a service-minded approach to begin with. So, to be so, one has to be very energetic, able and competent. In a very simple thing, for instance, in life, you want somebody else to serve you. Instead of that, why not serve others? Simple thing like washing clothes. Why depend on somebody else to do that? Why not you do it yourself? So in this way, just question your way of living. How much you depend upon others, how you want to make use of others for your comfort. Whether you can reverse it and whether you become competent and able. Once you do that, then this can be extrapolated in everything in life. You should be able to tackle every problem of life, everything, without bothering others, without troubling others. Now this is a very basic approach of metta, not to give trouble, not to exploit others or make use of others for one's own comfort. No. So now this is a very wholesome approach, a metta in action. To be service-minded, to be helpful to others and not depend upon others, not exploit others in any manner. And just because you are in a position to have certain privileges, you announce that privilege. Let it be shared by everybody. Let everybody be happy. And do it honestly. Not, just a photo opportunity. You try to show the world how service-minded you are, how considerate and fair you are in your daily life. It is not to show others, but honestly, because you deeply feel that by changing this self-rooted approach into the approach of doing everybody's good. Now that's a very different approach. So once you take up this philosophy of life, this way of life, then everything changes in life. From these tiny, very small, ordinary things, you will see life becomes very different. So honesty, to be honest, uju, and to be upright, straightforward, suju. These are qualities which must reflect in all our dealings in life. That is where metta is lived here and now, metta in action. Metta is not just sitting and meditating maybe a few minutes or half an hour in a prescribed way. No. It's much more than that. Metta must reflect in our day-to-day conduct. Everywhere, in everything in life that we do. A teacher teaching the students. Now sometimes the teacher has to be strict and take action which the student may not like. But if the teacher wants to the student to become good and change his wayward life, even that strict way of the teacher is metta. Like the parents. The parents discipline the children for the good of the children. So metta is not sentimentalism, be very good and not punish the student when he deserves to be disciplined or punished. It's not just that. If you have to discipline somebody with a good heart, with the aim that the person must be disciplined for his or her own good, albeit you do that. So uprightness, honesty, competence, coupled with gentleness in speech and conduct. You see, suvacho chassa mudu anatimani. Suvacho has two meanings. One is obedience. Now, and it also means gentleness in speech. If we take the obedience part of it, a person who is obedient to Dhamma, who wants to practice the Panchashila at least as a good householder, and is obedient to the call of Dhamma, to the discipline of the Dhamma, be absolutely honest and upright about it. So there, it's only through metta one could do that. The call of obedience towards a principle, towards truth, towards Dhamma. And then the other aspect of obedience to parents, to teachers, to others. And also suvacho as gentleness, soft spoken. It's not necessary to be harsh in speech in order to get things done. Not necessary at all. But soft-spoken person out of metta, one speaks out of metta, so that has got very good effect. You see? So, suvacho chassa mudu anatimani. And the approach of mudu, gentleness. You see? Mudu means mrudu, softness, gentleness. This gentle approach as a part of love, as metta in action, is far more effective than the harsh and tough approach of the world. Those who think that by being very tough, they couldn't get things done, by being a militant and aggressive one can get more, no. That's a wrong approach altogether. It is by gentleness that one can get far better result in life than by being aggressive. In a competitive world, aggressiveness, militancy, and all these things are so-called toughness. These things are praised. But a competitive world does not reflect the world of wisdom. And in the world of wisdom, metta alone works, which means gentleness and softness, and the approach of not aggressive, conceited approach, but anatimani, not being conceited, not being proud, but being humble. Humility is a great virtue, and metta can reflect only through a virtue like humility, gentleness, friendliness, kindliness, and so forth. Santush sakocha subharocha appakichocha sallahu kabut. Now, to be contented, that is whatever we have, to be satisfied with that. Not seeking this, seeking that, wanting this, wanting that all the time. Being discontented, doesn't make any sense at all. Life becomes a burden when life is all the time seeking something or other. Either it's about things of pleasure or comfort or name and fame and power and position, or even seeking in the name of knowledge. Just go on, accumulate knowledge in order to aggrandize your ego. That makes no sense at all. So, we have to put a break somewhere on being covetous and wanting and desire somewhere. And that is done by being contented. Santushti, santutti paramang dhanam. Lord Buddha, in the Dhammapada verse, he says, Arogya parama labha. Of all the gains in life, the gain, health, good health, is the best of gain. Health of the body, health of the mind, spiritual health, moral health, social health. It is a very widespread concept, the concept of arogya, health. So, similarly, santutti, contentment, being satisfied with whatever we have. Now, you see people sitting on the table and for eating, and there is a little less of salt or some such thing, and it flares up in anger. What a pity! A person who cannot be contented with whatever is there and is making a lot of fuss, all the time fussing about not being contented, not being satisfied with this, satisfied with that. No. The Metta approach is just the opposite. Being, okay, it's very nice, whatever we have got, we are very happy about it. No complaint. No finding fault. Just be satisfied, be contented, whatever you have got, whatever you receive, and be grateful about it. Now this is a great virtue indeed. If this virtue of being contented, being satisfied, is brought to bear upon everything in life, life indeed can be a spiritual adventure. There is no question about it. Those who are dissatisfied, they are miserable from moment to moment. Those who are contented and happy are truly happy. You see, they are truly fulfilled. So contentment is a great virtue, and that is how one expresses metta in action, in daily life. Subharocha, that is another very wonderful concept indeed. To be, you see, satisfied with subharu, meaning easy to support. Su, easy, bharo, bharati, that is support. A person who is easy to support is a very great, you see, is an asset to society. People who cannot be supported easily by anybody is a burden to society. So if a person